Welcome everyone. This is chair yoga, and so I just starting a couple minutes early just so that everyone can get prepared and know that I'm here. I'm gonna wait, and if you're replaying, it just means you can fast forward a couple minutes. So just remember to have a block, at least a block. And again, remember, you don't have to have some of these things. You can use things that you have around the house. So for those of you who haven't been to this class, and those who have been to this class, you've heard this before, is you can even use a sturdy box. So like I've got a sturdy box instead of a block, and I can place that right there at the back of my chair so that it reminds me to sit up nice and tall, good posture. All right, let's see who's here. Alan's here. Hey, Alan. So just knowing that you don't have to go out and buy anything, as well as a strap. All right. Again, you can use a belt, an old belt. I have a brand of belts for my kids that work for me because they're just long enough, so I can use those. So if you have a belt, use a belt. And let's see what else. Maybe some water. It's a warmer day, so you might want some water, knowing that you can always take a break. So since you're at home, everything's at hand, hopefully. And socks and shoes. Normally in yoga we don't wear shoes, but of course everyone's different, and you may choose to have to wear shoes, or you may choose to wear shoes. They may just be something that you should wear, or your doctor's advised you to keep them on for orthotics or something special. But otherwise, if you can, take the shoes off and just be able to ground the feet. It's really important in yoga to do that if possible. But again, everyone's different, and you must accept where you are. So if you need to keep the shoes on, that's fine too. And then one other thing is keeping that ego at the door. So just remembering, right, where we are today, right, in this moment. And listening to the body. Each day is very different. Each side can be very different. All right. Our heart may feel different, and sometimes we have to get past the feelings to reach really where we are and who we are. So that can be the toughest part. Is especially if people are alone. A lot of people are isolated. So just knowing that you really aren't alone. There's a whole community out there. And then all you have to do is reach out, and someone I know will be there to help. So, and I feel that way, even though I'm here with a bunch of kids. So, I like to get away and alone sometimes. So, let's see, is it 2 o'clock yet? It is, all right. So, hopefully you've gotten what you needed. If you have a block, use your block. All right. Make sure your chair is stable wherever you are, and it's not going to slide from you. We will be doing some standing poses today, coming out of chair. Again, if you need to stay in the chair throughout this process, then do stay in the chair. Hey, Margie. Guys, you guys who come every time, you're going to get little medals, little boutonniere flower or something for being so dedicated. It's really important to do that. Remembering that a practice is a practice. You have to continue to do at least something every day, even if it's not the same thing. If you do yoga one day, you do your line dancing another day. Maybe you do some sort of aerobics third day, and walking. But it's good to continue to do something that keeps the heart levels up, keeps you stretched, keeps you flexible, moves the joints. All right, don't want to get stiff. It's really tough when they start to stiffen up. And sometimes eventually they can lock up. So that's why we're here. Move. So good job, guys. Thanks for being here. So just going to sit comfortably in our chair. Both sit bones firmly into the chair. Feet firmly into the floor. Knees are over the ankles. All right. And those feet should be about parallel to each other. All right, not out to the side or in, just being mindful that as we do this, we start to torque the knees And even though we're just seated, it's still good to have good posture, because then when you stand up, you will have good posture and you'll try and maybe maintain those feet parallel to each other, which is actually a very good position for the feet when you walk forward. So just notice, maybe, when you're out walking, how you walk, how you step, how you pronate or not. All right, so even just sitting, we work on alignment. And maybe with practice, your alignment will continue with you as you come out of the chair and into more activities like walking. All right, and then start noticing how you can protect your knees that way. So this is all about alignment, protecting our joints. Shoulders up and back, sitting up tall, heart is lifting, top of the head reaching up, arms come up. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, palms down, reaching to the floor, feel the shoulders dropping away from the ears. Arms come forward, palms are up, lifting up. Again, just notice how the shoulders feel and know that you can always bend the elbows. Palms down, back onto your thighs. Allow the hands to relax onto your thighs. Palms can be up, any mudra that you wish. Or down. I like to think of it as palms up, receiving the energy, listening, or palms down, becoming more internal, listening to the body, internally, to the spirit, accepting where you are, and leaving the ego at the door. Slowly begin to close the eyes or gently look down. Notice the head position, jaw slightly back, completely supported by the spine. Begin to listen to the breath. Inhaling, cool air comes in, opening up the lungs. Exhaling, out the mouth. Belly in. Diaphragm pushing that air out. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, ha. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, ha. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue with this breath, inhaling. Exhaling, 4. Inhaling, 4. Exhale out the nose, 4. Really deep exhale. Feel the air coming out of the nostrils. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 4. And pause at the end for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4. Pause for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Really working on the diaphragm today. And pause for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4. And pause for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4. Exhale normally. Listening to the breath. Notice the deeper breathing, inhales, deeper exhales. begin to remove all of your thoughts. Directing your mind inward. Focusing on the breath, knowing that the breath is the most important part of your practice. It is primary to any asanas or poses that we do. Noticing if you're holding the breath, your body needs to back off. Noticing if the breath is labored, you need to back off, modify, adjust. Inhale, arms come out, extend, open, and lift. Again, knowing if you need to bend at the elbow to protect your shoulder. Lifting high. Exhale, hand comes down onto your lap. Lift up through the heart. Chin comes to chest. Gently rotate your neck. Slowly on an inhale to a shoulder. Exhale to center, as if you're sliding the chin next to your body towards the shoulder. Exhaling again, sliding, maybe reaching the clavicle. And then inhale to the opposite side. Use your breath, breathe through the nose if you can. Taking a time, maybe spending it in one spot where you really feel a knot or tension, and take a cycle of breath to stretch through this area. Everybody is different. Everybody is different. Every day we can change, and therefore we need to adjust and modify. And at this time of our lives together, there's so many changes, and we have to adapt and go online and do videos for our exercises, our practices of yoga. It can be a good thing if you accept it. It can be a great thing for change. Chin to chest, inhale, lift through the top of the head. Right arm comes out, extend, lifts up, bend at the elbow, reaching over to the left side, right above the ear, and then slowly bring that left arm out and exhale, extend, stretch through the neck. Breathe, even move the arm and notice just slight subtle changes where you're stretching just a tiny different muscle. Bring the left hand down, lift up the right, realign the spine, the neck. Exhale, switch the arms, and slowly extend the right. Left hand comes over the right ear and gently press it out. Breathe. Stretching, maybe moving the arm. Inhale, lifting up, deep breath in. Arms come up. Realign the spine, the neck. Lifting up through the top of the head, pressing the feet to the floor. Palms come together, elbows come together. Gently bring forearms forward, fingertips reach down, and fingers reaching down, and then back. so that the palms are parallel to the floor and lifting up. Breathe. Keep moving those wrists up and down, stretching through the carpal tunnel. If your arms get tired, you can always press them down towards your lap and then just move the palm down and up so that you're pressing through the wrist. Feel the stretch through the upper forearm, pressing down, and then maybe bringing those fingers up, feeling the stretch on the inner forearm. So whichever one you prefer or whichever one works more for you, find your edge in the stretch. And gently begin to rotate the palms. You can bend the elbows, relax the shoulders. Just a different way of stretching. You can always know this could be a modification for those that maybe have shoulder issues and it's hard to do the normal wrist rotation that I have in my practices. Elbows begin to rotate. Again, change is fine. Changes can be good. Especially if we have a positive attitude, a realistic attitude about how to go about things. Looking at things differently, being creative with our minds. And bring the arms up and around. Hopefully you have space around you. Just be mindful as you bring your arms around. And if this is too much, you can always bend one elbow and do it one at a time. Bending, kind of like a backstroke with bent elbows. Otherwise, nice and tall. And notice cracking and popping, maybe in the shoulders, the wrists, the elbows. Totally normal, just no pain. There should never be pain. Reverse the rotation. Breathe. Moving those arms, moving the joints, really getting them to open up. Get the synovial fluids coming back through into the connective tissues of your shoulder joints, shoulder blades. Breathe, really warming up here. You should be feeling the shoulders ache a bit. And hands come back down onto the lap, lifting up. Deep breath in, arms come up, twisting through to the right side, left hand onto the thigh, right hand onto your chair. Good posture, lifting up to the top of the head. Press the feet to the floor, try not to let them sway over, but keep them still. The twist is in the waist, in the ribs, the cervical spine, even on an exhale, maybe looking back. Inhale, unwind, realign the spine, and exhale over to the left side. Right hand onto the left thigh, left hand onto the chair. Good posture, knees are still in alignment with the toes. Breathe. Twisting gently, maybe through the cervical spine as the chin comes back. Maybe the eyes look back. Breathe. Inhale, lifting up, reaching up, and then one more time, exhale, left hand to thigh, maybe the right hand reaches back, trying to reach towards your back wall or wherever you're extending to, and breathe. Inhale, unwind, lifting up, exhale, and opposite side, maybe the left hand is reaching back, extending, maybe the cervical spine turns, chin looks back, eyes look over the shoulder. Keep the lower body still, the legs, the knees, the feet. Breathe. Inhale, lift up, nice and tall, deep breath in. Hands come back onto your knees or to the chair. We're just going to lift the heels up. Again, toes come up, heels, toes. Breathe. Just noticing how they feel. Always preparing the body. Listening to each of the joints that we're using here. Warming them up. Getting the fluids to flow in so that as we stretch, there's there's more of an ease of stretching, less tension. Side to side with the feet, out to the side and in. Just be mindful of your knees. Notice how the knees are feeling. How the shoulders feeling. Warmed up, breathing up. Breathe and pressing the feet to the floor, good alignment parallel to each other. Hands come onto the thighs, cat-cow. And you might come forward slightly on your chair. So coming away from your block, just an inch or two. Extending arms out nice and long through the arms. And we're going to come into our cat. So first, neutral position, good posture. Exhale, belly button comes back, chin comes to chest, arms extend, really long. Feel the stretch from the tailbone up through the base of the skull. Inhale, lifting up, neutral spine, slide the hands back. Exhale, forward, changing the curvature of the spine, opening it up, warming it up. Inhaling tall, exhaling to cat. Really extend the arms. Inhale, slide the hands back, realign the spine, and exhale. Come forward into cow. Inhale. Using your breath, 2 or 3 cycles of cat and cow. Warming up the spine, feeling the shoulders stretch. When you move them back and forth, feel the arms straighten. Breathe. I'm going to go for a full 3. It's feeling really good today. Deep breath in, and when you're ready, neutral spine. Inhale, arms come up, Tadasana. Really lift, feet pressing into the floor, arms come down, top of the head still igniting up. Feel the rebound. Feel the lift, fingertips pressing to the floor, but the torso is lifting up. Breathe. Grabbing onto the chair, feeling this Tadasana, the foundational pose of almost every pose in yoga. And press that left foot to the floor. Actually, let's do right. Press that right foot to the floor, since my left is first. You can see it easier. And extend through the left. Core is engaged, your leg is still engaged, right leg. Press through the heel, lifting up, point, flex. Good, you can still see the foot. And rotate it around. Gently, we're working the core here. All the abdominal muscles are engaged to keep the leg lifted. Your right leg is engaged, therefore still engaging the abdominal muscles that are more on the right side. Reverse the rotation of the ankle. Breathe. Good posture, still lifting up. Use your hands for support of the spine if you need it. And point, flex, exhale it down. Again, there should be no pain. Press that left foot to the floor, good alignment, good foundation, and then lift the right. Core is engaging, glutes are gently engaged, lifting up through the top of the head, point and flex. And rotate in one direction, making a big circle with your big toe. A nice, beautiful round circle. Just like Michelangelo would make. And reverse. Nice, big Michelangelo circle. You can always support the leg if it's tiring, using your hand to help lift. The arm helps to support it. Breathe. And dropping it down. Slight windshield wipers, just to release any tension you're holding in the upper quads. And back to center. Opposite limb extensions. Right arm comes up, reaching up, good alignment. Adjust yourself as you need to. Both sit bones fixed into your chair. Good support through the right leg, Tadasana leg, and extend through the left. Breathe, holding it here. slowly. We're going to extend it out to the side, reaching out. You can always support the leg if you need to. Keep that right leg strong, firm, not moving to the side. Breathe. Core is working. You're feeling the obliques on this side working. Bring it back in. Exhale it down. Switch sides. Extend. Good foundation with that left leg. Breathe. Working the obliques on the right side. Extend out to the side. Left leg is staying still. Breathe. Support the leg if you need to. You can even use a strap if you're prepared for it. The strap helps to hold it up. But if you don't need the strap, try and use the strength in your leg, to strengthen the right obliques. Your obliques are really working here. You can even bring your fingers in and press in and see the work that they're doing. Feel the work that they're doing. Extend right back to center and exhale it down. Deep breath in, shoulders up, side bends, lifting up, absolute. And slowly, we're going to come to the right side. Your choice. You can come both arms over and really extend. Both feet press into the floor. Good foundation. Or you can drop that right hand, support the torso, and really lift up. Extend, extend. Breathe. You must be able to breathe. Reaching, reaching. Inhale, lift. Realign the spine. Exhale over. And really, really reach. Press with that right foot to the floor. Really find your foundation as you extend over. Think of an imaginary wall behind you. Inhale, lifting up, sliding against that imaginary wall. One more time. Again, you can always drop a hand. Extend over. You can even have the hands together in meditation. Inhale, lifting up, reaching up, realigning, exhaling. One last time over. Think of the imaginary wall. Both shoulder blades against the wall. Both shoulders reaching for that wall. Press the feet to the floor. Keep yourself stable. Inhale, lift up. Breathe. Exhale, arms come out, come forward. Prepare posture, side to side movements. Just notice how the lower back is feeling. Oh, gotta move my timer. And then when you're ready, press those feet to the floor, arms come out. Use your core muscles, lift slowly into upward salute. Lifting up, maybe looking up. Notice how the cervical spine feels coming forward, swan dive forward. Prepare posture. And if available to you today, again, you may need to keep the head in line with the heart for any heart issues. So stay in prepared posture. Otherwise, slowly come down on the highest block. Maybe come down to the next level of the block. Widen the legs if you need to. Exhaling slowly down. As long as you have ease of breath, effortless breathing, stay here. But if not, slowly come up, out. Know you need to back off until you have ease of breath and no discomfort of breathing. Allow the head to hang side. Maybe I could see your neck if you were here. And relax the shoulders, relax the hands. Maybe grabbing right hand to left elbow, left hand to left, right elbow, and just slowly move side to side. This really opens up, decompresses your vertebra, and helps to relax the body, the mind, engages the parasympathetic nervous system. Deep exhale. Inhale, bring the hands down to the floor, slowly lift up. Maybe use the block to come into prepared posture. Maybe hands come to the knees. We're going to come up one vertebrae at a time. So press the tailbone to the chair. Lower lumbar presses towards the back of the chair. Thoracic spine begins to slowly lift. Hands come up higher on the thigh. Shoulders come up, bend the chin. Reach up. Absolute. Exhale, arms come out. Legs come out. Reaching out. Press those thighs out. If you need to, put your hands down and just gently move those thighs so that they're in line with the feet, and feel the engagement of the feet into the floor. Again, Tadasana foundation. That foundation of mountain pose, Tadasana, is pressing into the floor. Breathe. Press those shoulder blades back. Temple lifting up. Exhale to goddess. Press the heels off the floor. Toes are up. Press the knees back. Good. I know we're working the legs here. Holding it here. Do what you can. Again, there should be no pain. You just should feel the effort of this work. The thighs are working. Quadriceps. Feet even are working. Exhale, heels down. Press the toes up, just releasing the feet. Open the toes together. Press those elbows back. Don't let go. Down. Press the heels up one more time. Holding it here. Left heel down. Then switch with the right. Keep going. Breathe. Through the nose if you can. Both heels up. Press those shoulder blades back up into a high temple. Extend out. Press those toes out. Extend the legs as much as is comfortable for you. 5-pointed star. Reaching back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And drop the arms. Bringing ourselves towards the right, finding our lunge. Knee comes down. Immediately, to adjust yourself, position yourself for your lunge. Back heel is up in lunge. Toes are curled underneath. Lifting up so that you are vertical, perpendicular to your chair. Good posture here. Even the shoulders are back, jawline is slightly back. And press that front foot, right foot into the floor. 90-degree knee should be over the ankle. Breathe. Slowly lift up your left arm, reaching up. Holding the chair with the right. You can't see mine, but I'm holding the chair. And then begin to extend, possibly, maybe extending that left leg back into a full lunge. What's the right leg, right foot doing? Steady, still, strong. Breathe. Maybe the right arm comes up, reaches up. Maybe you look up, full crescent lunge in chair. Feel the stretch through the hip flexors, through even the lower abdominal region. And if you're lifting the arms, feel the strength in the torso. Exhale, hands come down, reaching around, come and bring the hips forward. You can bring the hands to your hips to adjust. Try and bring that right leg still out, but the left leg's going to have to come forward slightly if you can. And again, of course, if it was bent down here, it might have to come forward here. So just know you have your range of motion, and see if you can find your edge. Your edge. Finding warrior two. Opening up. Again, that knee is over the ankle. Strong feet. Feel balance between the two legs. Lift the head and look towards the first two fingers. Breathe. Exhale, hands come down. See if you can extend that front leg just ever so slightly. Arms come back up. And we're going to come reach forward. Not dropping just yet. And then we're going to drop, bring the arm up And then bring the right arm down by the right thigh and press that elbow into the right thigh. Left arm reaches high. This is our triangle. You're going to feel a nice stretch through the left hips, through the right side. And you are active, lifting through the torso, through the heart. Breathe. If the arm is an issue for you in the shoulder, you can bind behind you. And just remember to bring that shoulder blade back. Binding really helps to adjust the torso so that you are lifting. Breathe. If you're having issues holding the arm down, you can always bend it and just use it, the support of the thigh. Breathe, coming out of this. Engage those legs, they're still strong. Good. Torso's engaged, unbind the arm. Maybe it comes up, maybe it reaches back as you lift up into your warrior two. Breathe, reverse warrior. Left hand down, right hand palm is up, reaching up, stretching through the opposite side down. Breathe. You've got this. Wherever you're at, you can even bring your hand to the hip and hold it there. Otherwise, use the strength, muscular activity here. Breathe. Keep breathing. And exhale, come forward, warrior two, reaching forward. Exhale, hands come down. Come back to center, goddess. Arms come up. Temple, goddess. Breathe. Extend, five-pointed star. Feet come out, just slightly opening up. Exhale, hands come down, lunge to the other side. Breathe, find that block immediately, adjust yourself as you need to. Left foot, left heel is over. Left ankle, I'll get one of them, right? Left hand, left knee is over the ankle. All right, right heel is up, right toes are curled under. And your body is vertical, lifting up tall. Find yourself comfortably positioned as much as it can be comfortable on a chair. And slowly begin to maybe bring that heel back, finding your expression of lunge. Your lunge, Margie's lunge, Alan's lunge, Chantel's lunge, whoever's here, lunge. Deep breath in, lifting up through the top of the head. Supporting yourself with the left hand on the chair for now. Right arm comes up. Breathe. Feel that stretch through the hip flexors. You've got this. Breathe. Maybe the left arm comes up. Full crescent lunge. If you look up, slight back bend occurs. This is the full expression of crescent lunge. Feet pressing to the floor. Breathe. Exhale, hands come down. Maybe to the hips as we come into warrior two. Those hips come around, open the hips here. All right. Maybe you'll bring your right foot out slightly. Full foot planted on the floor. Can you see that? Can't see. Almost. You can almost see it. Let me go back. All right. Foot fully planted, edge of the foot pressing into the floor. And that front leg is still at that 90 degrees. So opening up, shoulders up, and then arms come out. And adjust the foot so that you can get that position. Breathe. Arms are out, relax the shoulders, and then look over the second and third fingers. Ready for our triangle? Extend that front foot ever so slightly. Breathe, and then come forward. Reach, reach, reach. And then down we go. Lifting the arm, maybe. Pressing left arm into the left thigh. Again, the modifications are bending the elbow, left elbow, placing it on the left thigh. Shoulder issues, bring that right arm behind and bind. pressing the shoulder back. Even if the arm is up, that shoulder blade is pressing back against an imaginary wall. Breathe so you can find where you need to be today. Feel that opening. Maybe the eyes can look up. Deep breath in. You can do this. Ready? Engage those legs. They should already be engaged. Engage your core. Lift slowly, bringing yourself back to your warrior two. Adjust yourself. And then reverse warrior. Palm comes back. Left palm reaches up and lifts, stretching in the opposite direction. Breathe. Press those feet to the floor and exhale. Come back to your warrior two. Breathe. Hands come down. Coming forward. Windshield wiper your legs, your knees. Just notice how they're feeling. Even the feet. Since they should have been pressing to the floor, notice how the feet are feeling. Deep breath in and lift. Bring your feet together. Maybe that block will come back. And we're going to come into some shoulder work before we finish off. All right, so shoulders are up and back. Arms come out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in a backwards view, or maybe to the side. So maybe the hands will come and the palms will reach each other. And we're going to maybe bring the palms together. This is work on not just shoulders, but this is a lot of wrist work. And we're going to come into reverse prayer. So slowly, you may find that this is it for you. Your shoulders don't want to give. Your wrists are fine where they are. You don't want to go any further. Or you're going to find your edge. And you're going to begin to bring the fingertips towards the tailbone. Your hands may come apart, but that's all right. They're just adjusting and finding where they need to be. All right, and start bringing those shoulders back, shoulder blades together. All right, this starts to open up the chest and give the elbows the elbows will come back and get more space for the hands. As those hands start to maybe come up, again, you may have found your edge already. And then once you come up, maybe you'll find your fullest expression of prayer as you bring your hands up higher and palms come together. Again, we're still in a good posture. Shoulder blades are up and back and breathing. All right, so your shoulders aren't forward. Your chest isn't caving in. It's very much open. And those hands are together. You're just going to sit here for a couple of breaths in your prayer. Breathe. And see if you can relax the shoulders. See if you can bring the elbows back just ever so slightly. A subtle movement here. So instead of having them here, see if you can bring them back. This may help to adjust and go deeper into it with each breath. Knowing that the breath is what helps you to go into your stretches, stretching deeper, slowly, progressively. And slowly we're going to come out of this. Deep breath in. Wherever you're at, just slowly start to bring those wrists down. Maybe bring the fingers towards your spine. Maybe they're already there and you just need to bring them down. And extend, open, reach, shake out those hands. Good. Rotate the wrists. All right, you're going to feel the stretch mostly through the inner part of the hand and down through the carpal tunnel. This is always good to do if you do a lot of typing in a computer. Just take a break and do a reverse prayer. Alternatively, other things you can do is take your strap. Alright, and this will work mostly shoulders. So we're going to, again, you can stay seated and bring your hands back behind you. And then maybe bring them as close as you can, but have the ability to adjust. Bringing your hands in and out. So we're going to come in as close as possible. And then slowly, while you're in chair, maybe you have to come forward on that chair. We're going to come forward about 45 degrees and then lifting up. Maybe your arms will come around and just allow yourself to come into a forward fold or a prayer posture as the arms come up and over. And just adjust and move the arms. Feel this through the shoulders. And then slowly lift up. Reaching up, lifting up. Bring the hands closer together. Breathe, opening through the chest. And back down. Shoulders up and back. All right, that was a lot of shoulder. And then the last one is coming forward and maybe coming all the way around. You can choose to just do from the reverse side, and that may be enough for you, or the lift in through an inhale, and slowly coming back. Try and keep the arms fairly straight. Breathe, opening up here. Maybe you'll come around on your next exhale. Maybe you'll have to come further apart, as I'm doing. And opening up here. Breathe. Deep inhale and lift. Coming out of this. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Oh, no. Oh, I'm stiff today. Every day is different. All right. Try not to force yourself. Allow the bending of the elbows if you need to. And shake it out. All right. Now, as I promised, we'll do a couple of standing poses. So, this thing keeps falling on me. All right. We're going to come around to the back of our chair. All right, let's see. Can you see me? Yes. See my feet? Good. And we're going to find our Tadasana standing. For those who want to stay in chair, I'll do my best to modify so that you can do these in chair. It may just be arm work though. All right, so feet about hip width apart. Core is in, shoulders are up and back. Breathe. And bring the feet apart. I'm going to go angled in this one so you can see a little bit better. And then the toes come out. We're going to come into our goddess legs. All right, keep those knees in line with those toes. Really mindful of the knees here. And we're going to slide the back against an imaginary wall. If you have a wall, that's great. You can always use a wall and just slide the back against it. Really helps to support you and support the knees. Again, if you have any knee issues and any pain in the knees, come out of this and do it in chair. All right, in chair, you're in goddess legs. Breathe. Now really bring that tailbone toes down. Side view. All right, so it's not out, but down. Good. Thighs are moving out. And bring up left heel. Holding it here. Breathe. Bring it down. Right heel. Even in chair, doing this. Bringing up the heels down. Both heels up, holding it here. You're still holding the chair if you're standing. Still good posture. Core is in, tailbone down. Close your eyes. Just notice the work in the toes, the feet, the legs, the glutes, the core. And press the heels down. Lift up. 5-pointed star. Arm comes up, reaching up. You can hold with one hand. And exhale, stepping back, coming together with the feet, Prepare posture. Breathe. In chair, prepare posture. And then forward fold or stay in prepare posture if you know you need to. We're going to just walk down the chair. Find your forward fold. Use the chair for support if you need to. Or maybe bring your hands to the floor or to a block. And slowly feel the pressure on the feet, the heels. Feel them coming closer to the toes. Breathe, relax the head. Deep breath in. Coming up, use the chair. Hold on to the chair. Slowly lift to prepare posture. Press that tailbone up to the ceiling. Feel the stretch through the hamstrings. And deep breath in. We're going to slowly lift, but bring the hips forward into plank. So holding onto that chair, we're coming into plank. We're creating an angle with the body. If you have a wall, you can always use a wall that's clear that you can use, and you can place your hands or your forearms onto the wall and hold this plank. If you're in chair, just come up into a seated position. Breathe. And slowly come back to prepare posture. Prepare posture in chair. And then back up to plank. In chair, just seated. Upward salute. Breathe. Good. Now we're going to come into our prepare posture and down dog. In chair, just down dog. Maybe take a step back if you're standing. Press the tailbone back. Allow the hands to be on the highest part of your chair. And then let the head come through the arms. Breathe. Relax the head. And look down at your feet or maybe your knees. And feel this expression of stretch through the shoulders. Inhale, lifting up to plank. Breathe. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, straighten the arms, plank. And slowly walk forward. Reaching back. We're going to come into a standing staff. All right, some people might call this warrior 3 as well. So left leg will reach back. For those in chair, this is just a time for rest for you because there won't be a modification while seated. Deep breath in and maybe lift that left toe. And this may be your expression of the of warrior 3 or standing staff. That right knee should be slightly bent. Okay, so don't lock it. Slight bend. And if you can, maybe the torso will come forward as the leg lifts. So in unison, and stay straight and strong. The hip is down, parallel to both hips are parallel to the floor. Head reaching forward. Slight bend in your right knee. Strong back leg, strong torso. Maybe right hand forward. Inhale, lift, reaching up with control. Bring the knee forward. Exhale it down. Opposite side, right leg back, press that heel back. Slight bend in your left knee. This may be the full expression as you lift that right toe off the floor. That may be enough. Holding and squeezing the glutes, lifting up through the torso, or you'll hinge right at the hips on the one leg that's standing firm. Breathe and begin to come down. And in any position, that may be enough for you. Maybe the left arm comes forward. Strong leg. Focus on your breath, breathing effortlessly. And slowly coming finding back to center. Right knee bends, lift it up. And exhale it down. Shake it out. Rotate the hips. Back into our chair. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of a stretch with the legs, pigeon, and then Shavasana. So, shoulders up and back. Reach up with the right leg. You can use a strap here if you want, especially if you're used to it, if you're used to doing it with me. And point, flex those toes. I know standing, we were working them with goddess pose. Breathe through the nose. Extend the leg. You can use a strap here if you want, but we're going to come straight into pigeon today. Point, flex, bend that knee, and then maybe the right ankle will go onto the left thigh. If not, if today is not happening, use your block. At whatever height level you can come, the higher, the more stretch you can get. Okay, but you can start at the lowest, which is the floor. You can come up to the next level of your lowest level of the block. Come up higher, or even higher. And eventually, maybe 2 blocks stacked on each other. Maybe you'll find that one day, this is where you will express pigeon. And this will be your pigeon one day, with progress. And of course, that also depends on bone structure and surgery. So, knowing this, accepting that. And inhale tall, exhale, come forward, using your breath. Inhaling long, exhaling deeper. Inhaling long, exhaling maybe deeper. Finding where you need to be today. Breathe. Catching onto the chair, moving side to side, finding that spot for you that you need to stretch, and then slowly inhaling up. I'm going to ask a question for you guys in the comment section. Extend the leg out. That is if moving the time to a morning, so maybe Tuesday or Thursday, or both, to morning may be something that is preferred if you want to do it live. Of course, replays anytime. Rotate both directions. So, if you have an opinion on time, then post that. Say, yeah, I'd like a 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm thinking of at least one of the chair yogas, and now bring it into pigeon. And find your pigeon. All right, so use the block to maybe come up. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know which one, maybe Thursdays I'll go to mornings, and that way we might see if some people have more preference for a morning yoga than for the afternoon. Lifting up tall, exhale, coming forward. So for those of you here, or those of you replaying, just write and say, hey, yeah, you know what? I'd love it, and then I'll tally it up and see if there's a majority rule here. I count as a few. Breathe. Remember, inhaling long, exhaling deeper. Inhale, begin to lift up. Use your breath. Press that knee in. And extend it out, drop it down. We did some shoulder stretches and wrist stretches, so I think we're good there. So just windshield wiper the legs. Really see about relieving any hip tension. Back to center. Arms come up, reaching up. And exhale, find your Shavasana. Even if that means dropping down onto a couch and taking a nap. But really remember, focus on the breath first. Inhaling deeply, exhaling everything out. Try and make that exhale a little bit longer. Let's do a cleansing breath. One more. Everything out the mouth. Back to your natural breath. On each exhale, relax, support the body. You're feeling tension, even if you don't realize it. So I'll go through the forehead, around the eyes, around the cheekbone, down the cheek, licking the lips, exhaling tension out of the lips, out of the tongue, the jaw, the front of the throat, the back of the neck, the shoulders. Down the arms, feeling the heaviness of the hands on the thigh. The knuckles are curled naturally. Opening the toes wide and exhaling tension out the feet, out the toes. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Gently move the head side to side. Slowly. Arms come out to the side, lifting the chin, looking up at the hands, coming together into prayer, down. Allow them to be followed, elbows relaxed by the ribs. I thank you for being here, for practicing. Remembering the practice is exactly that, something we do often, daily. Even if you only have 15 minutes, do the joint freeing series in the very first 15 to 20 minutes of the class. Do it in the morning, replay it, do it in the morning every day. Even just those 15 minutes, opening up, maybe adding some of that breath work that I've done in the past weeks. So remembering the practice, and I thank you for every moment that you've been with me, every blessing, every breath that you've shared with me. Remembering that light within you that I see and honor. Use it to spread kindness by thinking kind thoughts, speaking kind words, and doing kind deeds. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks, Lillian. Thanks, Alan. The mornings before 11 will be more attended. I think so too. So I'm going to try to do maybe, I don't know, Tuesday. I'll post it Tuesday or Thursday. But maybe I'll try Tuesday and change it up, and we'll try to do maybe a 9 o'clock or something. So Lillian would like the morning too. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm starting to think. So we'll try morning for one day, and then the other day will be the afternoon. And then if we find that you guys really like the mornings, we'll just go for mornings. How's that? Okay, so thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Replay me anytime, but otherwise I'll be live on Tuesday again. Take care.